A 21-year-old woman climbed out of a taxi in Middlesbrough at 4:20 a.m. She was seen alive, but then she vanished. 6 weeks later, her body was discovered more than 30 miles away on the North Yorkshire moors. And more than 2 decades later, nobody has ever been charged with her murder. Vicky Glass was born on the 21st of September 1979 in Stockton-on-Tees. She was bubbly, she was fun, she was music obsessed, but by her late teens, addiction had taken a strong hold of her life. She'd got quite a serious addiction to heroin, and to fund it, she started working as a sex worker around Middlesbrough. Vicky had celebrated her 21st birthday just 3 days earlier, but nobody realised that that would be the last birthday that she would celebrate. On Saturday the 23rd of September 2000, Vicky spent time in the Cannon Park and Gresham areas of Middlesbrough. These were places that she regularly frequented. It wasn't unusual for her to be there, and as the evening turned into the night time, she continued working. Sometime after midnight, she met a client on Borough Road. The pair travelled to an address on Prince's Road, which was a house that was well known among local drug users and sex workers. After staying there for a short period of time, they flagged down a taxi together. The taxi took them to the man's house, which was in Norton, Stockton, and then what happened next is one of the last confirmed parts of Vicky's known movements. She stayed at this house with this man for a short amount of time before calling Cleveland taxis. Shortly before 4 a.m. on Sunday the 24th of September 2000, a white Vauxhall Vectra arrived to take her back to Middlesbrough from the house in Norton. At approximately 4:20 a.m, the taxi dropped Vicky off at Union Street behind a pub called the Shipmate. She got out and the taxi drove away. When days passed without anybody hearing from her, people started to get pretty worried. The man that she was living with started searching for her initially. He contacted friends, he went to places that he knew that she would go to, and he made inquiries to loads of different people, but nobody had seen her. The police were notified and a missing person investigation was started. And that was when a devastating discovery was made. At 6 a.m. on the 3rd of November, a dog walker walking on the North Yorkshire moors more than 6 weeks after Vicky had vanished found her body. Over the next few years, 4 different individuals had been arrested in connection with Vicky's murder, but none of them were ever charged. Years later, detectives uncovered a lead that they still hope could help solve the case. CCTV footage showed Vicky in the Cannon Park area on the afternoon before she disappeared. Shortly afterwards, she spoke to a lorry driver who gave her some money. Vicky left some of her personal belongings with him and arranged to meet him later on that day. Investigators described this driver as white, in his mid-30s at the time, with a broad build and a distinctive mole on his face, but the police have never publicly identified this man. Whether he actually knows anything about what happened with Vicky is unclear, but it's interesting that she had given him these personal items, taken some money, and then arranged to meet him later, but never did.